This is a recording that will showcase the DB stage that OpsMx has that can interact with any relational database. In fact, it can interact with any database that has a JDBC driver. So here we have a very simple, like this is pretty much in lines with the demo we showed to you guys about Snowflake or Denodo. This is stripped down to a very simple create a table based on a file in Git, and then delete that table. And this will be working against Postgres database. That's what it is. So here we have a Postgres database where, there's this try one. And if I try to look at any tables in there, there are no tables in there. And let's look at our DB. It basically uses our SQL stage. It takes in the DB account name and the artifact to use from Git, or artifact account to fetch the file from, and what file to use, right? So this is called migration.sql that does the DB create. So if you go look at migration.sql, it's this file. Which has a simple create table, go 2020, okay? As simple as that. And then there is this migration.sql, which at the end of it would this is migration.sql. And then there is this delete table, which drops the table go 2020, okay? Let's run this pipeline db create, like which we saw, runs the script migration SQL. And so we'll just, this is not based on a Git trigger, just runs that. We showed you all the pipelines before, how you can, integrate it into a pipeline triggered from a Git, and then it would go through all the checks and balances, and goes through approval process through Jira and all those stuff that you can do. So let me just run this off. So it takes a little while to run. So it spins up a pod, connects, and then basically runs SQL scripts in there. Now, this is a very simple example, and it can be, whatever you can run, any SQL script that you can throw at it, that can be run through JDBC, basically. It does that, okay? So let's wait a little bit for it to complete. Okay, so this completed. Let's go look at, if our table got created. Let's look at relations in there. There you go. There's a table over there that got created. Again, same way, there's another script comes through, whatever pipeline, like it showed you. This one calls the delete table. And let's trigger this one off. Again, concept is, this is just showing you how, from Spinnaker pipeline, you can interact with different types of databases. The last one we showed you interacting with Snowflake, interacting with Denodo. Here we are showing interacting with Postgres, and anything that has a database driver like SQL Server or Oracle, you can do it. The other thing that I can probably show to you is that, if you want to run them in parallel, you could just run another stage and say that this depends on no stage. So they will be basically run in parallel. Like, let's say, well, this is deploying to Snowflake. And at the same time, say after these two complete and you want to do something on Denodo, you could do that too. It depends on Snowflake, and also, let's say, it also depends on the SQL stage. So what this will do is that it will run SQL stage, it will run Snowflake stage. Then once both of these complete, it will then deploy to Denodo. Again, I'm just taking examples here. Whatever is your workflow, you can basically model it over here and manage the dependencies and the order of doing things. And like I've shown earlier, it can be triggered of Git files, right? So right now the files that we are using are coming from Git. And again, when we send this video across to you, we'll also send you the video about the snowflake, which we actually recorded and published, so you can take a look at that. We're not going to change any of these, so we're just going to go back. So you see the DB delete has completed, right? So let's go look at it. There you go, our relationship is gone. So, as simple as that, you can use this to connect to different relational or databases that has JDBC drivers to work with it. And again, think about it another way is that if there is a client that you can interact with, you can create a custom stage to put your tasks in a Spinnaker pipeline, right? So with that, thank you for watching.